Hey folks, how you all doing? This is Con coming to you with some more of this new game, Urban Empire. When last we left each other, we were over here in Orkanya with the Realm of Khans, slowly getting themselves... Oops, let's try this again. Slowly getting themselves built up here, and we're trying to do something. We're going to go and make rights for the children to go from 0 to level 1, and we're also trying to modify taxes. Because right now, we're getting completely and totally raped on that. So modifying taxes, see what goes on. It should be a pretty strong win for us. We're not going to bother appealing. And just kind of give you guys a reminder, this game is very much like SimCity and Tropico and really kind of Civilization all really kind of started working together and had themselves a big love child. Not sure how you have 3 parents and have one thing going on there, but you do. See, let's see if we have any kind of edicts we want to go on here. Do I really want to go and regulate anything else for these people? Morality. I'm not going to go and ban prostitution. Just dumb. Now, we could get safety authorities, and a lot of different people would be like, yo, bro, it's amazing. And change the working class quite a bit. So you know what? We're going to propose this as well. Swing is going to be a little bit difficult to sell. So you know what? Let's cancel it for right now. I don't want to push it just yet. I have good goodwill with the physiocratic dudes over here. And the Free Dems, I actually might be able to encourage them to push it through. So you know what? We're going to actually try doing it. We're going to try to get safety authorities in here. Get back over here to all position. There we go. So we're going to propose it, and then we're also going to... I can't go and encourage them to help me out. Ah, safety authorities, that's why. There we go. Appeal parties. Now... you, I could probably threaten them, but I don't know how well that would really go. They don't really want to support anything that I want to threaten, I want to do. So I can block the next vote they want to go with. I'll make their life a living hell. There we go. Ka-chow. So I used a lot of my goodwill on that one. But they're going to vote for me, so that works. We have a lot higher positioning on that one already. And I'm going to plead with these bros. I'm going to invite the party leader to dinner. It's going to push us up just a little bit. Our goodwill is going to go down to -1. Now, goodwill is how we get votes, and that's a big issue here. Good. Oh, yes, there we go. So our taxes are way better now. So we can start making money, start going positive yet again. Whew. We have like no money going on here. So what's going to happen for a little bit of time, folks, if we're going to go and just let ourselves grow a little bit more. Also seeing the ban heavy work for 10-year-olds. So it looks like we're going to have some child safety laws going into effect. So, you know, it is the 1830s, but I think it's better for them that way. So brain power is going to get higher for us. Don't know what that does. Vocational school. Bonus to social life service. Don't know what that does either. Grammar gets better and demand for change in social life. Whatever, we got success there. So young children are no longer to do, quote, unwieldy work. So heavy environments, warehouses, chimneys, and construction sites. Kind of interesting if you think about it that back in history, being a chimney sweep was seen as an actual legitimate opportunity for young children. Also, it seems I need to do some investing into services here. But a new election has happened. The Swarelian Party has 33% support, and Physiocratic continues to win the elections. That's awesome there. A commoner as a mayor is too much for some beau of the beau monde. They use every opportunity to refer to your lowly birth and seek to embarrass you. So I can focus on learning etiquette to make myself a little less cynical, but more interesting. Did I become more optimistic? You know what? I'll become more optimistic. Screw being gullible or cynical. I'm going to be optimistic. They appreciate your efforts, so the Free Democrats like, yo, bro, we don't want you to actually have conflict. Just be yourself, bro. Be yourself. My question is, how do I go and provide some more of these services here? Now, one way to do that is to do something like throwing down a police station, but I imagine that's pretty darn expensive, isn't it? Yeah, 20k a month. Stupidly expensive. That's pretty much already done right there. I don't really want to worry about that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do nothing for right now. We're going to continue just to slowly gain some money. Price of progress. What's this? So something went terribly wrong. Explosion caused the death of 14 construction workers and dozens more are injured. And you have a public speech. So I can't blame the liberals. I'm a Luddite. And promise to improve work safety. I have safety authorities already. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to compensate. You know what? Can I compose an eloquent speech? Let's see what I try to be. Direct bonus to happiness. That's awesome right there. What was that, by the way? That, guys, is over here. I'm going to slowly start moving us over. This is our train station. So I can upgrade the institution, and it gives us a little bit more sales demand. But apparently I can't have anything worthwhile to that, so we're not going to be too concerned, I suppose. Let's get back over here more. Back into where we need to be. Safety authorities. Now, where are we with this one? This is where everyone's going to be like, yo, bro, we want to be part of this. Reduces the cost, but increases the equality. Their quality, rather. It looks like it's going to be pretty much a popular, pretty easily swing here. So, skadoosh. Nice and easy in. Soon we're going to have the telegraph coming in, which gives us newspapers, the church, a shoe store, and spread. Which I do want. I want to see more spread. Spread positively, that is. I'm also going to give myself a slight raise, I think. And a lot of people will be happy to do that. I mean, the physiocratic likes me, so they're okay with that already. National Swarelian, not maybe. And the Free Democratic, probably not. No, you know, I'm going to be just very, very low-key with it. So propose the funding on that one. And yeah, we're going to get this. So funding change, mayoral funds goes up, and you see right now we're pretty much in a heavy lead there. So that's immediately what a lot of this game is, which is kind of cool. We are still really early on in it, so once I get some money back in the coffers...
Invention breeds invention. No sooner is the electric telegraph devised than gutta percha, the very material it requires, is found.
I have no idea what gutta percha is, but that's cool. Select a new invention. So rights of man, gas infrastructure, photography. I kind of want to do something like photography. Imagine that'd be pretty interesting. Density could be good, pretty good too, though. Now, telegraph, I have all that. Rights of man is another one. That'd be raise workshop wages, work to unemployed, city curfew, loitering bin, regulate gambling, ban gambling, a vocational school. No, we're gonna go gas infrastructure. That gives us chemicals. It gives us more road surface. We get all this stuff too, which gives us a healthier surrounding there. So I'll deal with that. I imagine my goal is to really push us into the next era, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So yes, we are actually going to create a new district. Now we have spread. I don't know what spread does, but I'm gonna find out. Now we want a lot more of the kind of commercial stuff, don't we? Like this and then that. I like that. Actually, that's a pretty good thing right there. So we confirm that. So dense grid or sparse grid? No. We just go default. We're going to confirm the land plan. It costs us a fair chunk. Now, there we go. We can finally start zoning it. Sweet. Okay, so this is the whole kind of SimCity idea to it. So we want more commercial demand and more industry, not so much residential. So business area, let's boost this a chunk. 30%. Boost this up to like 30%. You know, we'll just drop you to like 40. Actually, we want a lot more, don't we? So we're gonna push it to like... Let's go 35. I don't know necessarily how all the numbers work on this just yet. We'll find out together. So to confirm the zoning, it's going to cost us a fair chunk here. And the running cost is going to be pretty significant already. Monthly budget balance is pretty big. What if we do a church? I think I'll probably put a church back over here, so we're not going to worry about this. police station might be a good idea. You know what? It's going to happen. We're going to start putting stuff back over in this area. So we're going to confirm the services as they are right now. The running cost is going to be 33, which is not going to be ideal. But you know what? Right now, we should be able to do okay. New district. Now, who still has some goodwill we can exploit? Free Democratic Party. So you know what? Let us demand and address the entire party. So they're inclined to vote with me, so that's good. We're still kind of on the outs a bit. Let's plead a little bit. So let's say the city really needs this. So we have a slight boost as well. Goodwill has gone down further. But we've picked up a little bit on it, so not ideal, but not too bad either. Osterforth proposed that this be allowed. Oh dear God, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff here. Sure, let's try it. So a lot of people are going to go for it. New type of company, LLC. Okay. So obviously the physiocratic people are not going to be too happy about it. It's going to be really, really bad for them because it means that their free-spirited kind of market is going to be impacted. I wonder if I can modify the district. Why can I not modify the district? Alricania. Why might you not be modified? City Council is ready to vote. Sorry, vote and funding change first. So we're going to win this one too. So begin voting. I think this is where I get some money back into my coffers. There we go. Some more money coming to me. So I can use surpassing proposals and contributing to businesses in the city. I don't know how to necessarily do that just yet. I mean, I sort of do. But it's not seemingly to be too important at the moment. I really like being able to put some services in here, though. I don't know why it's not letting me. I also cannot safely do this whole promoting business thing. Cons. I can't even modify you either. Oh well, we'll find out how this is going to work. So new district. It's going to be a little bit close. Physiocratic's okay. I have 3 here. You're trying my patience. There we go. They want to please me. So it's going to be close, but we should be able to get by with this one. So, new district. Begin voting. Maybe super, super close, but we got it. Now, I don't know what happens if I lose a vote. I haven't lost one yet. I don't really want to lose one. That's probably a bad idea, too. Now, can I not just there we go. Finally modify the district over here. Alright, so not that. Confirm the zoning. What we want to do is probably pull in something like... What's the most necessary thing right now? Security? No. Grammar school? No. Health? No. What do you guys need and why can't I provide it to you? I'm sorry. Oh, health actually would be pretty darn good, wouldn't it? So we're going to dump out a good portion of these people right here. Can I just eject them? Oh, it's a clinic already. Oh no, it's 2 clinics, never mind. So why the heck did I not get that? Okay. So clinic is going to do pretty darn well. Let's actually demolish that. We'll put it a little bit further to the north. Because I get this sense I'm probably going to expand another residential area back here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it there. 500k cost, jeez. And it's going to cost us 20k a month. So expensive. But you know what? It's going to make people happier. Yikes. Alright, so you know what? We have to deal without this for the time being. Not ideal. People still want more commercial, though. Osterforth, I guess we'll stick with it for right now. Lack of wine. So, disasters coming upon Kaiserhofen. The price of wine's been rocketing because of a very poor harvest, and now wine stocks are running out, so the situation's even worse. Citizens, from workers to noble families, are complaining about lack of wine. Apparently they're all drunks. So we can import a large variety of wines, which is probably good, or cheap wine, or no imports are needed. I'm also an elitist, so I'm not going to import that. So you know what, we're going to, a large variety, make people happy. But I imagine we're also going to get hammered in terms of just like, funding for it. I'm not sure if that's really the right term for it or not. Now where are we on available edicts? No, I still don't understand why people would be like, yo, let's go and start bringing in banned prostitution. My fund is only at 2 in the first place. I can't do that to them just yet. Now, service funding, that might be something worthwhile if I can finally manage to get some money again. And luckily it does seem like we're going to be able to do that too. People are coming in. There's very little industry demand now, magically. Let us modify the district by cutting back on the industry. And we keep the other two pretty much the way that they are. So, firm services and propose the district, and these guys are going to be fine with it. So, how much does this cost me? 2 prestige. And, you know what, just normal vote it. Don't care. What's gas infrastructure? Okay, so different kinds of gas lights. Anglo-Saxon, Parisian, or Viennese. You know what? We are still living in Austria, so out of respect to the Emperor himself, I will take Viennese. And naturally, physiocratic parties like, yay, bro, go for it! So tons of goodwill with them. Need to figure out a way to kind of, how do I put this delicately? I need to figure out a way that I can get them to give me more money. Tax them a little more, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. And this is what I like. I like that this thing, right? Ooh, victory step. I have victory steps. Interesting. So economic victory. I'm getting closer and closer. So Royal Harbor. Oh, cool. So this is how I get victories. Okay, so I can go through the entire era, these classified objectives that I don't even know what they are. People's hero? I don't know. There's acquaintance. I have no idea what all this stuff is, but that's super cool. Okay, so I actually thought this entire thing was all one together, but no, you actually have to go through all of this, I guess. Advisor log. Okay. Not worth it. Never mind. Where was I going to say with this? Oh, I was going to say I need money hardcore, so I'm going to wait a couple months, get some money in. And I'm going to throw down a clinic, I think, right in this area. That should cover a lot of the residential material. Council is ready to vote on modifying the district. We win. Yatsa. Cool. So we got that. So we have more residential stuff popping in. People are like, oh man, but no, cool. So we have no more people. And we're going to be positive in just a second here, which is great. The Free Democratic Party is going on that. So let's go to, let's see what the vote is currently. Wow. So we don't have to worry about this at all. We have 6 negatives for sure. But other than that, we don't have to worry at all. Cool. So 64K. Marriage scandal. Who's got a marriage scandal? Attended a fine dinner at the Realm of Khans, attended by the local nobility. Ladies and gentlemen of one conversation. He married his... What? Okay. I feel like going either way of these is probably a bad idea. So honestly, isn't that romantic? Even the... Wait. Local nobility. You know what? I have to say, I disown him. And unfortunately, Socialite puts me down. Curses. The lady seems bored. But, security for the entire district has gone up, so that's great. I'll take that. So, cool. We're actually getting enough money, too, that we can safely start building things like...
Phooey! The porch light is burnt out, and I can't see whether it's dark outside or not.
So, we have the opportunity to do things now like gas street lighting, gas lighting, which is not what you might think it is, chemicals and gas infrastructure, and increasing security of the environment. So progress cloud. Now what is next? Photography would give us opportunities to leverage against our political opponents, but I don't really feel the need to do so. So I'm thinking something like sanitation might be a good idea. Financial aid. I'll private houses. I don't know, maybe. Maybe I don't want that. Medical industry, pharmacy, sewer infrastructure, boost companies. So you know what, let's... Actually, do I really want that? You know what, I'll take it. I'm sort of by a port, I'm sort of not by a port, so I'll take it. So I can upgrade and get bonuses, so I can modify it later. What I will do, though, is I'll modify the district, and I will confirm the zoning. Gas grid. How much will this cost me, though? 10,000 a month. A lot of other options. So you know what? I'll activate it. So new items on the list. I can add them as well. So not so much there. Still have nothing really happening. And 500k is pretty much a steal. Put this down. Confirm that. I'm going to be dropping a huge amount of money on this, unfortunately. Prestige is still pretty good. We're going to keep it the way that it is. We're going to have the district get modified that way. So 30k is going to drop off. And I'm thinking that we want to do is start building out towards over here, because if we can get something like a port, I don't know exactly how trading works with the sea just yet, but I'm guessing it's probably a good thing. You know what? I'm sorry that you're having issues. I'm going to promote you. The economy is doing well. That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Limited liability companies is going to pass with flying colors, so that's going to be cool. I'm really engaged with this game. This is actually really cool for me. Is this negative demand? Negative demand and more demand for that. Okay. So everyone's pretty happy, except I think for like... Wait, oh, this is all demand for social change. Oh my gosh. Okay. So companies are easier than ever. Oh, this is really cool. So 1837, a little bit out of the wrong timing here, and the first public railway opened in the United Kingdom. I think it's a little bit anachronistic. I might be wrong in that one. But we were successfully able to push things through. I think that modifying the district is not, yeah, not to worry about that either. Question is, do I start doing things like throwing in more, you know, let's just modify the district first. And see how expensive it's going to be. There we go. Nailed it. So cool. How expensive is it though? Like 30k? Yeah, 30k. So I need to also, I guess, improve this area over here. Probably drop off some industry and pick up some more of that puppy right there. Might as well activate gas infrastructure. Boost companies. So I need to think about more of how to settle this around. Oh, you know what I'll do? I will actually do, ignore this, confirm. This is going to be a much more residential area. 70%, we're going to drop business down to like 5. A little bit of industry. Gas infrastructure, I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. We're going to confirm that. We're going to keep that. We're going to propose that. We're going to use personal funds to move this along. I didn't propose it, now did I? Or did I? Did I effectively push that through? Hey, cool. So we're doing pretty well right there. Confirm that there's no changes. What I'm going to do, hopefully, is we'll get the construction of commercial areas over here. And that'll be a strong opportunity. And at that point, people will want construction. So Aurelian wins the elections and Democratic comes second with 32%. So here's the first shift that really starts happening here. Council overview. Okay, so Physiocratic, who I'm on really great terms with, is the minority party. National Aurelians and the Free Democratic, not in great shape, but I'm okay. Actually, in pretty good shape, I won't lie. So what to do? I think what I'm going to try to do is expand again soon enough. I don't know which way to expand, though. I'm making a ton of money. Maybe what I'll do, actually, maybe I'll just boost the services a bit. If I endorse the service, range gets bigger. But, oh, you know what, this is what I was going to do. I was going to put this to 40%. We're going to... Yeah, we want a little more. What's going on here? That. There we go. Confirm the zoning, and we're going to also kick this into gas infrastructure, which should in turn allow us to boost the companies further. And wow, it's 300k. This is costing me a lot, but you know what? That was worth it. I'm getting another need for residential again. Jeez. So no one's really looking for growth of the area, which is really, really strange to me. You would think that would really be an important policy. I'm also wondering if I can just ditch this as being a... I guess not. I'm trying to make it so that way I can have like a living area so I can concentrate all my services right there. But that's not happening right now. And instead we're seeing a lot of our companies over here aren't doing very well. And I don't know why that is. So efficiency is low. What is your problem? Tell me how I fix you. Oh, legitimate children, are they mine? Oh, recently, notably. Okay, so, improve social life of servants and other workers. What do I say for this? Outside should be adopted, extramarital relationships, or should not be condemned. I kind of want to be a progressive. What's this one do? Nothing? You gotta tell me. I want to be a progressive. Goodwill, unfortunately, physiocratic's not going to like me very much. And wedding holiday, fantastic. So Connor is finally getting married. He said yes, it's due in a couple months. So wedding holiday or not? So no, a short or full month. I got a short one. Physiocratic still thinks I'm kind of dumb. Oh well. They're the minority party right now anyway, or even more progressive, which I kind of think is a good thing to be in the 1840s. Now, we have a ton of money still pouring into our coffers. Sanitation's a little bit of a ways off. So I'm wondering, create another district perhaps? Another kind of, what's the term I'm looking for here? Okay, well, whatever term I'm looking for is not correct. Illegal district shape. How do I get rid of that? Okay, get rid of that. There we go. Awesome. So that's going to be a new one. Nope, too small. Okay. This isn't working very well. I kind of thought we were going to have ourselves a new district here, but I guess not. It's not perfectly. There we go. That's perfect. No, it's not perfect. There we go. So residential, commercial, and industrial. So we'll try to have a mostly residential zone. We just dropped it to 50% and bring up the commercial to about 20. He thinks roughly at like a 2 to 1. There we go. That'd be good. So 10k a month. So it's going to cost 240k. Infrastructure, I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. And we're pretty good in social life and everything like that already, so I'm not going to be too concerned about making something there either. Propose the district. Beachdale? No, why is it a Beachdale? It makes no sense. Mountain views. So, you'd say just a normal vote. Okay. And no one's going to fight me on that one anyway, so why does it really matter? And labor unions. So, super progressive. Demand for social change. Bonus to that. So, you know what? We'll support that. Why not? No one's going to oppose that. Oh, someone is going to oppose that? Are you kidding me? Unions in the middle of the 1840s. So we will do... It's close-ish. But if I can force the Free Democratic Party to kind of smarten up a bit, that's exactly what I'm going to do, in fact. So the right to form labor unions is appeal to the parties. Their sense of fair play. We're going to threaten you guys. No, the end of the Free Democratic Party is awfully, awfully... should be careful. There we go. They were not impressed by threats. Oh well. Just get it up a little bit, that's fine. I'm going to praise them a little bit more. There we go. So the right to form labor unions continues to be more positive. Mountain Views is going to grow just through weight. And we are now $1 million thalers, excuse me, actually to the positive. Now brain power. Okay. Oh, okay. So we want to actually have more brain power. And to get more brain power, we need to have more grammar schools. And better grammar schools, for that matter. So right to form labor unions, how is that? So Free Democratic appealed to the Nationalist Orleans. Ooh, so we're getting a little bit close here. Not too close, but a little bit. There we go. I don't care if you're annoyed by me or not. That's fine, dude. Maybe what I'll do is I'll throw another thing, another grammar school in here. I don't really want to boost equality and boost that or not. So sanitation. So water cleanliness, water production, or sewers. Let's say sewers so I can get health better, maybe? Sewers. It's cool. So it's going to be a little more expensive, but bonus to health on that one. Not that I can actually go and afford a sewer, because I don't have one. The new district is going to win landslide. Nothing new there. And now that I've got Mountain Views as part of my new districting opportunities here, we're going to take some slight increases, I think, on economy, and my guess, place institution. Enough of an institution to worry about at the moment, I guess. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's going to cost us more, that's why. So we're going to see a big boost happening here in just a second. My own personal... Whoa, 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 whoa. Quick, modify this. We only have a much less in business area, a lot more. 60%. 5. I'm at 60. There we go. Confirm the zoning, confirm the infrastructure, confirm the services, and propose it. Quickening the vote. Okay, so how quick is that vote now is the question. No idea, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now. And a good chunk of money is going to come right back into our coffers, though. That's fine by me. Now, I'm wondering if commercial only works in a certain area. So, like, okay, we need to have more residential in this area to make it easier for commercial to actually survive. I don't know. But I suppose I'll find that out soon enough. Can't modify it. Oh, because modified district is coming in first. Can't skip the voting process. We'll watch all these things that just be like, hey, we actually want commercial again. Never mind. Didn't actually mean that we didn't want commercial. 14K though, which means that we're going to be pretty darn good. Our clinic is actually covering a good, solid portion of the community. Our grammar school as well. A successful business in Oricania. Yay! So, honorary award, I recommend the cafe to your friends. I'm giving them an honorary award. Yay, personal growth, and sales demand is, wait, minus 10%? It seems a little bit backwards, but maybe I have that wrong. I might be wrong on that one. Commercial, though, I'm trying to figure out how to inspire more commercial here. Maybe what I'll just do is just modify and drop the commercial area a little bit. That'll work. Let's click on that vote, too. Okay. Wondering how fast I get prestige. Passing proposals, resolving events, and staying in power. I'm not getting kicked out of power, bro. Like, it's almost impossible for me to get ejected. 16K per. So what else can I do? I think Oricania deserves to get a bit of a modification right now. Begin voting. So now we've successfully passed this particular modification of the district. We will now have a ton of people moving in. And I think I'm going to end up cutting it for just a moment, folks. The only other thing I will do before I leave is modify and just maybe kick up, wait, so I can get more pollution, gas infrastructure. It's going to cost me $4,000 a month. Or $7,000 a month. What about gravel surfaces? Increase the traffic points. It's going to cost me $19K a month. Jeez. But it increases something. Traffic points. You know what? We're not going to worry about that. Yes, guys, I'm going to cut it here for right now. Thanks so much for tuning into this other bit of Urban Empire. I continue to enjoy this game. I hope you guys do too. If you have any idea on how to kind of encourage this material over here to happen, give her this dinner invitation. I'm going to accept the invitation from them. Why not? And the Free Democrat doesn't like us, of course. Whatever. Israelians win the elections and Democratic come in with 35%. Cool. Alright, what I was going to say is I'm going to cut it for right now. When we come back, we're going to try to expand into getting this port over here. It's going to happen pretty darn soon. I'm probably even going to put another grammar school in here. In fact, I might do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Need more brain power. Brains. You know what, we're going to put it on the edge right here. It'll allow us to expand further, confirm, and propose. Cost you prestige, don't care. That's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to get this last bit passed, and then I will call it quits for a moment. So thank you so much for tuning in. Tax proposal? Really? Lower taxes for commercial companies. Lower commercial companies' taxes. Say a little. Long debates. So 2% down. Jeez. But opinion. Take a slight hit there. So we have the two things. Okay, right to form labor unions. That's the first thing right there. That's going to pass with flying colors. Not perfectly, but flying colors nonetheless. So cool. So unions are legal. That's awesome. And modified district. That's also going to pass amazingly. I feel like no one really opposes the whole thing here. Free Democratic is 43%. Wow. Alright. So now that we've passed two more of these bad boys, I'm going to cut this. And guys, I'll see you next time. This is Con Ulrich signing off. Take it easy, everybody.